Now listen to a story about a man named Key. Not quite normal, plain as you can see. Doesn't have an address, didn't buy a house, didn't have children or get tied down with a spouse. Not his cup of tea. Next thing you know, Key's a millionaire. Not by a long shot. Doesn't really care. As long as he can wander, as long as he is free, he might just always live in his RV. 8 wheels. Places to see. So I set off on my journey. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no experience RVing other than staying there in Reno for 3 years and the one maiden voyage. But off I go. You know, I could have been more prepared for the journey and watched some YouTube videos and learned more about hitching and towing and weight distribution, yada, yada, yada. But I think I was a little bit fearful that if I did too much studying and too much preparing, that it would keep delaying my journey. I especially didn't want to find out that my full-size van wasn't capable of towing this camper. So I just went for it and decided to learn as I go. Now there is one thing that I did do right. I was pretty concerned about towing uphill, not having that big V8 engine. What I did was I purchased a Mountain Directory West and studied the grades of the mountains nearby. And I think this was a wise decision. Instead of going over Donner Pass near Reno and down into the Sacramento area, I decided to go up north a little bit towards Susanville and then over the Lassen volcano area down into Redding. These hills were a lot less steep. And as it turns out, with little experience towing, that was a very wise decision. I did struggle a little bit just not having the experience of towing, but I did use my lower gears when I thought necessary, and I kind of think I did it right. The main thing is I made it. I'm over the mountains for the first time ever towing my camper. So I only booked 2 nights in Redding, California, thinking I'll go see Lassen Volcanic National Park and play a little poker. As it turns out, I would spend about 7 weeks there. My trip to Lassen Volcano would never really pan out. It turns out it's a very seasonal park, as they're usually snowed in most of the year. But poker worked out just fine. Even with my back against the wall financially and hardly any savings, I had to take a little bit of risk and see if I could make some money. Well, I hit the ground running. I crushed these games. Now, I played most of the time over at Casino Card Club, which has a really juicy 2-5 no limit game. I also played at the casino at Wind River at night, kind of a smaller game, not as lucrative, but it was fun going there, and I could play tournaments there as well. I had a great time. I was officially living the dream. I was living by the seat of my pants, not making any reservations, and playing it all by ear. And boy, how it worked out at this first stop. I just couldn't be happier. And I loved my campground. Of course, the main attraction here is the Sacramento River, and it's so cool here because you can just walk a couple hundred feet from your campsite and be right at this little cove just teeming with wildlife. This is where I spent most of my time when I wasn't at the casinos. Not knowing I was going to have an extended stay here, I was really pleased with the way the staff dealt with my rates, because I started off with a couple of nightly rates, and then I extended to a week, and they deducted my nightlies from the week, and then when I extended to a month, they deducted my weekly from the monthly rate, and then when I extended a couple more weeks, they prorated me. Jeepers was also very pleased with the campground. Now, I don't normally let him outside like this, but the thing is, he was a desert cat when he adopted me, and he's very capable of taking care of himself as long as he doesn't get lost. And I was pretty confident about that because the Sacramento River kind of wraps around this park. But he does have a little game he likes to play when I let him outside. So here's the game. I'll be sitting outside with him, and then he'll gaze into my eyes. All right, Dad, it's time to play. So he'll dart to one RV, get in as many cobwebs as he possibly can, and then when I get to that RV, he'll dart underneath another RV. more cobwebs, of course. This goes on and on for a few more RVs until I get tired of the game, and then I won't see him for a few minutes. I'll get back to my RV and he's waiting on me. It's like, where were you, Dad? I've been waiting on you. He's kind of a jerk sometimes. I found this very interesting. I actually had a date on the first stop on my journey, and I wasn't even thinking about dating. But it's interesting. I had a nice date, beautiful young lady, way too young, but beautiful, and we had a really nice time. But I just felt like, I don't know, I just want to get back to my RV life. I didn't care. And so I kissed her goodbye, and that was the last time I saw her. Um, I don't think I'm going to be as lonely as I thought I was. You know, I thought I was going to maybe miss Michelle, but I'm so having so much fun with the lifestyle. I don't think I'm really going to miss having someone tagging along. Well, my trip to Redding, California has been a real eye-opener for me. I was not expecting an extended stay right off the bat, but that's the beauty of living in an RV on the road when you don't have anywhere to be right away. Unfortunately, there did come a time where I did need to start heading down to Vegas, and I couldn't wait to see what was next.